Hi everyone, and I am Arvind, leader business coach. To now, this video is going to be based on develop your batana for leadership skills. And I work with a lot of people like student, managers, executive, doctor, salespeople. That we realize that everybody is negotiating nearly all the time. I also realized that most of these people often don't have a game plan for negotiation, but we are going to review two key point things: your batana and your reservation price. Okay, let's start with your batana. Batana is a acronyms, and it stands for your best alternative to be negotiated agreement. It is your plan B, as some people like to call it. Your batana is your backup plan, the course of action you can take it all else fails. To make this come alive, let's put this in a salary context. Okay, let's take a case of a student, and he have a company X, like his name is Sandra, her name is Sandra, and he have a job offer of $80,000 a year. Okay, however, Sandra was hoping to get more than this. Okay, what is the first question I ask to Sandra? This first question I ask her is, how many other job offer do you have? Sandra look at me dismay and says, look, this is not the roaring 90s centuries. I only have one job offer. At that point, I introduce the concept of batana to Sandra, and she groans, oh my gosh, I don't have a batana. Panic start to injure. At that point, look, Sandra, you have a batana. You always have a batana. You may not be attractive, but you have a batana. In other words, Sandra could work to post office. It is perfectly decent jobs. Sandra could also flip burgers. That is also another decent job. But we will know that Sandra would have a lot more leverage, lot more bargaining strength. She had a job offer at the Boston Consulting Group, or Abbott, or Google, or Hyatt, you name it. In other words, the stronger your batana, the more leverage you have in the negotiation. I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice when it's come to batana. Number 1, don't be passive about developing your batana or dynamic. Second, never reveal your batana to counter third party who is reviewing you. And one more thing, like suppose for example you have a company X, and look, next best alternative to make $9 an hour, logical burger shop. That would be wise move, yet you would be surprised to how many people reveal their batana. Rather, you want to single that you have option without revealing the exact value. Third, never lie about your batana. Many people are tempted to misrepresent their alternates by claiming to have offer that they don't have. This is unethical and can be backfire if the other party call your bluff. Okay, so don't tell a lie. Always stand on truth. Your batana is a course of action that are going to be take in the event that things don't works with your negotiation. Batana may be uncertain. Let me give you an example. I have had several receives exploding job offer, and many students they have job offers. An exploding job offer is kinda like and meaning that it is not only good for a few days up until midnight, and that it will be reiterated. So this is your batana skill. For example, if you want to sell your car, and you say the third party that I am going to sell my car on this rupees, like I am selling my car on 3 lakh. Okay, and that person say I can buy your car on 2 lakh. Okay, so what you are going to say, okay, let's sum up and give me 2,90,000. So this is negotiation skill. But at that time early, you are not going to share your batana and your reservation price, what is you are going to ultimately sell that car. So these are the things you also know. Now let me give you own painful example. Several years ago, my teacher was selling his house, and like a Sandra, he didn't have a good batana. That was another way to saying no one had made an offer for her house, and my teacher batana was to rent her house to undergraduate student. Many of her colleagues and never pointed out the disadvantage. Those kids are going to ruin your carpet, you will be in the police bolloter. They were right. It was a very unattractive batana. One woman in my in her negotiation course raised her hand when she told this story and said, Professor, what is the least amount of the money you could offer you for your house right now, where you would be indifferent between selling your house to me or renting to the student? She gave that student an A plus because she perfectly understand what is the reservation prices. A reservation price represents the exact monetary equivalent of your batana. Okay, let's sum up. Number one, you always have a batana, even if it's mean betting and hoping. 2, you should always try to improve your batana. Don't be passive. 3, you should never directly reveal your batana to the counterparty. Otherwise, you lose your leverage. 4, single to the other party that you have attractive options. Finally, once you determine your batana, then you can devise your reservation price. Okay, so your reservation price.